Boots of Elvenkind. Amulet we still haven't figured out yet. And
Smells like booze.
a ring. That
Band of loyalty.
Band of
That would have sucked.
Once I dropped to 0,
yeah, that would have sucked if we hit that tornado. It sucked real bad.
that doesn't look good.
Do we want the do we want the cart? Do we want
Do
the
we
cart?
leave? Yeah, we want the cart. Do we leave or do we
I have to get him.
do we kill these things?
I have
Or
to
do
get
we stop
buckled in.
this?
I have to get him bridled in. I have to get him set up. Umbra's not doing too hot, but I have to get him attached to the cart.
Gravel's gonna go and start trying to squash these things.
Enoch's trying to get Umbra attached to the cart. Okay. Oh. Shield up. Nasty. Oh, oh, oh.
Lindak would have had his hood up, but it would still be, his cloak and hood is just wormed.
All right. First streamer lake we come across. Well, yeah. Yeah, let's get this going.
No one has prestidigitation or anything, eh?
Preza what who?
Yeah, I was just wondering, maybe Talindra might have them. So we're slimed.
Mm-hmm.
We remain slimed.
All right. Let's get going, I guess. Ugh.
Hey, I'm fine. He flicks the shield off.
It's Gravel.
Oh, sorry. He's gonna take his shield and from the back, he's gonna scrape the interior of the cart, the mess, essentially like a scooper.
Ooh.
I am disgusted. Ugh. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should burn all these things, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to burn.
Hmm.
And we're in a
Like
field.
it wasn't just on us, it's the whole field, right?
Ugh.
I think we nature said it, let it. I'm disgusted. I can't even think right.
Oh. Hey, get away.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I say
All
we
right,
leave
let's
them.
go.
They're obviously
Let's
okay
go.
if the ravens can eat them. They're not going to poison
He's-
anything. Maybe they're
he's gonna
good
pull the
fertilizer
cart.
for the field.
He's gonna pull Umbra, I guess with and now empty cart, and Talindra, in the back, I assume. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
walking.
Oh yeah, that's right. All of those little supplies that we grabbed so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all gone.
While he's walking,
On your person.
while he's walking, Enoch feels gross, smells nasty. He's like, he has one arm kind of over the back of Umbra, and he's gonna take one of the meads that he has. He's gonna pop it open and he's gonna drink from it. He needs a he needs a drink.
Yeah, Lindex just he's on Varga, and he's just kind of walking around and maybe walking ahead and running around a little bit. He's just making sure Varga's okay,
Okay.
and if he happens to see any more worms lively, he'll just get Varga to stomp on them.
All right. So to recap
Mark.
for everyone who might be watching this, since my webcam wasn't turned on OBS, a lot of worms fell out of the sky, and the party has been cleaning them up, and ravens have swept in to pick them up. Always double check your stream overlay, everybody. But yeah, that's not too bad. All it was worm stuff. So yeah, you guys start dealing with the worms, getting the horses all set up. I'll say just the time spent to like clean up the worms off your cart and off your persons isn't super laborious. So everybody can get the benefits of a short rest right here.
All right. Oh boy, that's actually kind of important for me.
Ooh,
He's gonna use one.
Should I only use one of Talindra's hit dice or both that she has left?
Oh, I'm at max now.
Let's go with both, just in case. Oh yeah, good thing.
Nice.
She gets 8 hit points back, and you all should still have temporary HP.
I
5.
lost mine in the storm because I was exposed for a lot more
That
than
is
the others.
correct.
Okay, short rest. That. Oh, I get my action or my second win back. Nice.
Talindra is just like spending most of this time just brushing herself off, making sure her violin is like spotless, which it is. So she's happily just lets out a sigh of relief and puts it back into her bag. And
Let's get moving.
yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yes. Yes. Enoch's gonna start pulling Umbra and the cart along.
Okay.
Walking beside it.
Sure. You can easily find your way back onto the road because you guys did have to pull off the road a little bit to get behind one of these hills. And yeah, as you actually get out from behind the hill and start seeing the road itself, there's debris from nearby buildings most likely that are just scattered across the road. And yeah, the farmer's body still laying about 30 feet back, just behind the hill. Severely broken and not doing great. Cows lie in pieces in the field. There's a couple of other livestock animals. So you can see that it got picked up in the tornado and thrown nearby, like horses and pigs and sheep. But you don't see any other people. Just mostly livestock and the debris of what looks like a farm that is no longer a farm.
We can see where it was, like their foundations or whatever's left.
Not here. No, you don't see any foundations as far as the eye can see here. Just the debris of wherever this. Yeah, just the debris.
Yeah, could have been from a long ways.
Can I see anything that may or may not be of value, like either monetary value or utility value in the debris?
Make me a perception check.
Okay. 11.
It's a lot of debris, so
Okay.
you can't exactly tell.
All right.
Toothpicks.
Rather big toothpicks.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. You guys are just kind of going up the road, continuing your trek towards your destination.
Yep.
And so what was that you were saying earlier, Enoch?
Regarding the comet,
Meteor, comet, whatever it was.
it just looked. I mean, we were dealing with a entity or this worm that walks, and there's a comet with a meteor with a worm underneath it, and there's one that crosses the sky in the direction of the capital.
Yeah,
And now worms are falling from the sky. It just
I'm thinking maybe we should get to the nearest settlement and ask them what they saw and what they experienced, because that was a lot to happen to us all at once.
think that's focused on us.
Well, I mean, we don't know if there were tornadoes in other parts of the land or other anomalies. So I think we should ask around whenever we can, see what was going on, if that was like coincidence or if strange things were happening other places.
Is it the nearest Druven Lode? Isn't that where the nearest one for?
That's the nearest big city from what it says on the map, though we might find, I mean, who knows where these farmers are coming from other than that one farm everywhere now.
Oh, just keep our Talundra. Just keep your eyes peeled.
Sure.
Yeah. If we pass anybody, we can ask as well. What if anybody's traveling from the north? We can stop them and talk.
All right. Well, Talindra, let's work on your disguise for a little bit in case that becomes a thing that we might need to use.
Fair enough. Okay.
All right.
And he's just gonna like dedicate some time while we're moving to work on her disguise.
All right.
Enoch's going to be talking in Giant to Umbra, pretty much reassuring him that he has his back and he won't let him go.
Lindak is just on Varga. He's probably out ahead, maybe 100 feet ahead. Just going. That's it. Trying to ignore the smell of his cloak and hood. And
All right. So you guys travel for about an hour. And you are still on these rolling hills, these rolling plains. No sign in sight of what looks like any sort of settlement or anything. But as you start to round this one rather large hill, you don't see it, but you all hear what sounds like panicked shouting coming from your like northeasternly direction. You can't make out words, but it just sounds like panicked shouting.
Enoch's going to pick up pace.
Okay.
Hold
Is it-
on.
is it ahead of us?
It is ahead of you.
Wait, do we want to check this out
Lindak's
or do we
going
want to
to
skip it?
Lindak, who was already like 100 feet ahead, is just going to go click into a trot and see if he can see what's coming up
Mm-hmm.
without getting too close.
We're trying to, Gravel, don't we want to know what's going on or find out information? The best
Yeah.
bet is...
But you guys are big and clunky. I mean, I could go and scout. I mean, people are shouting.
Enoch's already 100 feet ahead and gone.
Yeah, and Gravel's just like, I mean, that's
Lindak is.
Yeah, Enoch's still at the cart with Umbra. He would have picked up pace with Umbra to kind of, instead of a walk, it's a slight, a canter.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're essentially following
Lindak
Lindak.
is up ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna try to catch up.
So, Lindak, you come around the hill, and you see an absolute ruin. It looks like this might have been where the farm was. About about 3 miles away or so. Because that's about how far you guys have traveled since the tornado hit. And
As soon as Lindak came around the hill and seen it, he would have stopped.
Okay, you guys see Lindak stop. And Lindak, it's what looks like it might have been the farmland. There you can see remnants of buildings kind of falling apart. Some of the livestock kind of been cordoned off to an area and tied up to a big like apple tree, and you can see an elderly woman trying to like keep them calm. And all that remains looks like is a mule and 3 pigs and a cow, and she's trying to keep them all like calmed. And from where that looks like the house had once stood, it's been completely demolished, and the panic shouting is coming from the collapsed house. And the house in the farmland, or whatever remains of it, is maybe a mile or so. Not a mile, that's actually really far. It's about 100 or so yards to the left off this road. Like off the road you're traveling. There's like a little side road that the farmer probably takes to mosey around, and that's the only road that goes to the farmland.
So the panic shouting sounds like it's coming from what's left of the house, as in somebody's trapped there. Sounds like, maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah. Enoch's just, or sorry, good gravy. Lindak's gonna spur himself forward and go.
Okay. So you guys start getting closer, and you see Lindak just spur himself forward.
All right, I guess we better catch up.
All right.
And those of you in the cart around the hill as well, and you see what Lindak saw. Whatever, looks like this was the farm that got demolished by that tornado. There's an elderly woman by the apple tree, like I said, trying to control the remaining livestock, and there's panicked shouting coming from the debris where it looks like a house once stood. And you guys are about, those in the cart about 100 yards away. Lindak, you're probably at this point 70 yards away, and they can kind of hear your horse coming, and the old lady kind of turns and like starts flagging you all down, like, help, can you help?
Yeah, Lindak's gonna ride up to her and then jump off the horse and
Okay.
Who's doing the shouting? What's going on in the...
Oh, it's my son. He's trapped in the house. He was inside when the tornado hit.
Okay, Lindak's gonna run over to the house and start shifting stuff if he can.
Okay, strength check.
Enoch's running over there, like, taking the cart as
Okay.
you can.
5.
The debris of this house is still relatively intact and extremely heavy.
Yeah, we gotta think about this. If we shift something wrong, it could fall on top of wherever the shouting's coming from.
Enoch, somebody's trapped in here.
Let me out! Help! I can't. It's on my chest.
Okay. Fuck.
Her son sounds like an adult, not a kid.
Yeah, an adult. She's elderly, so yeah.
Gravel, can you see him? Could you?
I don't know. Here,
and he'll like look to see and hear where that is, like
Perception check.
just to see if he got trapped in like a basement part of it, or if he's on like
check.
yeah. 18.
Based on how loud the shouting is, you don't think it's a basement. It'd probably be more muffled if it was the basement. You have a feeling he was probably on the first floor when this whole thing collapsed, so he might be under a fair amount of debris.
Okay.
Okay, point me in the right direction. I'll start.
Like he was having issues breathing, like the debris is like laying on his chest and pushing down.
Yeah, we might have to do this quick, actually.
All right. Point me where it is, and I'll start lifting.
I mean, it's over in that area for sure.
Okay, so he's gonna kind of go to place, and he's gonna begin to pull up some of the debris.
Okay,
Lindak will help.
All right, give me a strength check with advantage. As you both try to lift the debris of this house.
While they're doing that, Gravel's gonna ask.
Oh, that's a natural 20. I rolled a 5 and a natural 20, so 23.
Realistically, you only needed to roll a natural 1 for the debris to kill the guy. So, you both were like Gravel kind of not vaguely pointed, where like where Gravel pointed, like in the area, and you start lifting, and you hear just a breath, like a sigh of relief, just and you look in, and as you're lifting this possibly like 400-pound piece of just like collective debris, you look in, and yeah, he's not doing so good. He's like pinned on a piece of wall, and a bunch of like the ceiling and that collapsed onto him, along with like a washing basin and some other like furniture that just kind of all collapsed in on itself on top of him. And you can definitely tell that his legs are broken, and that it looks like, based on how he was breathing, his ribs are for sure broken as well. And he's like,
Okay, Enoch's gonna take that piece, and he's gonna turn his back, and he's gonna kind of like maneuver where he would essentially rest most of the weight on his shoulders, and you kind of got to go like in like a little bit of a squat, so that all of it's sitting. So he's not trying to hold it. It's more like there's more of a pillar like stance he's gonna take. So if someone needs to run in there,
what's your carrying capacity?
Oh, pretty high.
My carrying capacity is 480 pounds.
Lindak's gonna kind of go in under and start pulling more stuff off the guy. Maybe.
Okay. So Enoch, with your total equipment that you're holding,
oh yeah, that's right. So I'm at
it's in the cart, right?
340.
Right.
And
would be what my equipment.
What's your push, drag, or oh, never mind. It's sorry.
Yeah, I'm holding
he's holding it on his back. All right, so you get the sense you can hold it there for maybe 6 seconds at most before you two buckle under it and get squished. So.
Vault.
So you're struggling to hold it.
Oh! Can Lindak look around for a solid piece of like that he could prop in there?
The guy isn't pinned by debris anymore. Enoch lifted it.
I mean,
up.
the part that Enoch is holding up. Can I jam something? Hold that up.
Pull him. Take him out. He's gonna as he's struggling.
Okay. All right. Lindak's going to try and grab him under the arms and pull him out.
Yeah, you can easily pull him out. Get him out. And as soon as you pull him out, Enoch, you can feel the debris starting to give, and you just get out of the way, and it just...
Yeah. He's already have a big-ass thing fall on him once.
And a cloud of dust just goes upwards.
Okay, he's going to immediately roll his shoulders a little bit, but he's going to drop down, and he's going to check this guy out, see all the damage potentially.
He's dying for sure, based on the extent of his injuries. Yeah.
Is he at 0?
No, he's just gonna be there very soon, based on the extent of his injuries.
I don't have any kind of.
Tally, you got something for this guy?
She is gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. Gonna touch the guy on the forehead with her, like just with a hand, and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. Oh, I rolled 2 2s. 2 1s, I mean. So he gets 6 hit points back, and he's just like, and you can hear the ribs like reforming because it's magical healing. You can hear them like, and the chest goes from being slightly caved in to not, and his legs start to like repair themselves, and he just passes out, just out of exhaustion, just out, but he's breathing for
Yeah.
sure.
Enoch's going to gingerly pick him up, like what is it? Like a bride carry, essentially, where he's going to do like under the knees and behind the head, and he's going to approach the older lady.
Oh, thank you so much.
He's not dead.
Wonderful.
We saved him. Is there a place that we can put him?
And she looks around and just says, I don't think so, not anymore.
Okay, well, I'm going to prop him on this tree, and he kind of sits him down so that he's sitting up.
Okay.
Kind of looks at his group. Then the lady, do you the tornado hit your home?
She nods, and it took out the farm as well.
Are there bugs? Are there insect or worm guts?
Yeah, but they're also being picked apart by ravens that flocked to this area as well.
Okay. Was it you and your son? Is that all? Are there any others?
There was my husband as well. He was in the fields with some of the cows, but I don't see him anywhere. I fear he was. I think he was pulled into the tornado.
Yeah. Sorry, we found his body.
Where is it?
It's down the road about an hour. An hour's hoof.
Alright, well, as soon as my son is feeling better, we'll go bury him and we'll make for my family.
Just so you're prepared, it doesn't look good.
Enoch's gonna grab in his pouch, and he's gonna grab a handful of gold, and he's gonna give it to her.
All right.
I'm gonna roll a D8. That's 4. That's about what I was gonna give her anyway. So he plops four gold into her hand.
All right. She takes it and just like kind of holds your hand and just thanks you and just sits beside her son and starts like patting him on the head, like patting his head, making sure he's okay. The animals look like they've relaxed a little bit, and she just says, "Thank you so much. This will help. We'll go visit my family in Zadash, and they should be able to help us."
All right. Well,
Sorry for your loss. It's got to be devastating.
We lost everything.
No, not everything. You still have your lives.
Well, yes, but we lost all of our money, our livelihoods.
Yeah. You do have a few animals left, but I can't imagine those will. I mean, you might be able to take them with you when you go to Zadash, but you might be better off trying to sell them as you go down the road.
That was the plan.
Do you know a nearby water source, like a well or?
Oh, and she kind of points back towards some of the trees on the property, and there's a well nestled right there.
Excellent. Thank you.
He's gonna bring the cart toward it.
Okay, and she just use it as much as you need, and she also just kind of lays against the tree with her son and closes her eyes and also takes a little nap.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, we saved someone, so that's good karma.
Thing. Yes.
I'm not sure. All right.
Yeah. Tell, that's a good thing. You did a good thing there.
Oh,
Healing that guy.
I hope so.
Let's get cleaned up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did some good stuff though, so we should probably our group, our name,
Oh, you should.
just so people might be able to spread the word, and maybe we can move around a little bit easier without having to disguise.
The Worm Wranglers.
Yeah.
Rescuers. No, that would get Disney on our ass.
I think,
Who
we were,
would
I
do
think we were thinking about Quatoriectum.
Yeah,
Equatoriectum?
we'll go with that.
Gravel, why don't you make a little note on some parchment with the name?
Oh yeah, this,
We could
this
leave
is
it
how
with
you
her.
would. This is how you would write it.
He's gonna
Any-
watch.
Yeah, and he just spells it out in undercommon and then in common.
He kind of nods, a clear, not understanding as he tries to read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, and gonna just wash ourselves, just the bucket, gonna fish it down and
All right. So
reel
you
it back
fish the
up.
bucket down. Some worms did make it into the water, but it's like
Gross.
you can easily scoop them out and get clean water.
Just dumping it on
Yeah.
each of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Lindex pulling his hood up and just dumping the bucket on his head type of thing. Clean
Taking-
off his.
Gonna clean off the horse as well with his hand in the
It
water.
takes you a good hour or
Yeah.
whatnot or
Yeah.
more to clean, in-depth clean. And
Has he got
You
soap?
got some lye around here.
Yeah, what's the chance I got soap in my equipment?
What time would it be roughly?
No soap. Not this guy.
I bet Talindra has some.
Soap.
Let's find out.
Bars of soap.
Nope. Oh yeah, she does.
I
Nice.
thought you did.
I don't know if I'm okay sharing soap.
We could graze
No,
it
I'm
off.
just talking. We're
I'm
not.
not gonna
I'm
use
not.
it.
Yeah, I'm not talking about I'm just talking about scrubbing down some of the the horses and the whatchamacallit. We'll break it. We'll buy some new soap when we get into town.
All right. She takes the soap out of her traveling bag and breaks it into 4 separate pieces and gives you each a piece of soap.
Enoch kind
It's
of
like
looks at
maybe
it.
this much soap.
Yeah.
Enoch kind of looks at it and he hands it back to Lindra. I'm alright.
It's for your horse.
Oh yeah, that's right. And he's gonna go back to scrubbing down the horse.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take as much. Honestly, I think we'll just take as much time as we need doing this. I don't think we're in any rush at the moment.
Okay. So yeah, an hour to travel here. You guys had just woken up too. The tornado was like the first thing of your new day. Or no.
Yeah, because it was
Some travel.
we hadn't slept since we woke up and fought the.
That's right.
We have traveled 28 miles so far. Whenever the tornado hit
Yeah, you're at
and we saw the comet, we were at 300 miles.
you're at about. So it was hold on.
Probably in
My
the
math is so bad.
afternoon at about this
Yeah.
time.
So
late
last
afternoon.
session before we ended, you guys were at 39.9 miles total since you left Morta. You're at 43 now. So yeah, it's probably like late afternoon.
Okay. We'll travel till dark after we get ourselves cleaned.
Okay.
He would also take time to try to wash out or clean out as much of the back of the cart as he can.
So cleaning yourselves and the horses probably would have been hour and a half roughly, just because horses are big animals. They do not get cleaned very quickly. And then cleaning out the cart would probably be another hour. So you're looking at about 6 p.m. currently. And as you guys are kind of like finishing up, the elderly woman comes back with her son. He looks much better now, and he's like, "I thank you for the healing. I really appreciate it." He looks at Tilindra, and she just nods at him. We won't be coming back here. We brought enough food to keep us safe, to keep us going on the road. And he gestures towards some of the apple tree that still has some apples hanging from it. He says, "Take as many as you need. We won't be coming back here, so."
Oh, all right. Do you have one of those chickens? Can I pay for one of those chickens?
We just have the pigs, sheep, cow, and a horse.
Can I have a pig, or pay for a pig?
He looks at his mom and she nods. You get the sense, yeah, any money right now would be great. Let me tell you how much a pig's gonna cost.
Okay. Do we get hero discount?
We'll get there.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember where you can find the prices of animals. Here we go, trade goods.
Yeah, DMG I think has it, or one of those things.
Yeah. I might have to go into, yeah. Weird. Okay. Cool. So, the old woman says, "It's usually 3 gold for a pig, but we'll take 1 gold due to how much you've helped us out today."
He gives her 3. He's gonna give her 3.
Lindak's going to reach in his pouch and give her 10 gold.
No. It's
No, you'll need this. You will need this. I'm fine.
Yeah. Luckily, we destroyed a band of bandits that you would otherwise have run into along the road.
was it
everything
Ogrok's
from-
crew?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, thank you so much. Then she happily takes the 10 coins, and they hand you all a pot-belly pig.
All right. He's gonna take his rope. He's gonna tie it around the pig's like head, like a guide, like a leash,
Okay.
and he's gonna attach it to the cart.
Okay.
No, he's gonna put it in the cart. Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
put it in the cart. He's gonna lift it up and put it into the cart.
Yeah, it just fits there in the cart.
All right. And he's gonna start going, and he's gonna pull the cart underneath the apple tree, and he's gonna shake. He's gonna try to like just beat the shit out of it to
All right.
to shake it.
Athletics check.
Hey, 21.
21. Like 12 or so apples just into the back of the cart, and the pig just starts gobbling up apples. Just,
Of course you would.
Tries to grab some, try to save some.
dexterity
Shit.
check versus the pig.
Oh god, this is not gonna be
You wrestling the pig.
big nope for me.
What'd you get?
That's a 2.
A 2. The pig eats maybe 6 of these apples before it curls up and goes to sleep. So you get 6.
Alright.
You can grab 6 apples, and they are like the sour Granny Smith apples.
Nice.
They're the best ones.
They are.
Inventory. He's gonna set the bundle down on towels, like give them to her. Could you hold this, please?
Of course, and she, just pulls out a piece of cloth and puts the apples in it and ties the cloth up, like kind of making a makeshift bag for the apples, and slings it around her waist.
Yeah, here's hoping these ones don't give us boils and
That would be very
sickness.
very strange if they did. I was very surprised the berries did that too.
That was pretty rough.
Are there any more apples in the tree?
No.
Okay, so we pretty much essentially.
You know, with
it.
that
Tornado
with that
took 'em.
strength check, you knocked most of the apples that
Okay.
have remained in this tree out,
All right.
and the pig ate
He's gonna
6
give.
of them.
He's gonna take the hand axe and he's gonna take one of the apples. He's gonna ask Tillinger for one of the apples.
She tosses you one.
He's gonna slice it with the hand axe in half, and he's gonna put one up to. He's gonna pit it too, but he's gonna put one up to Umbra's mouth to
Okay.
eat, and then he's gonna pit the other one, and he's gonna do it to Varga's.
Okay. Both
Oh,
horses
Varga loves that.
happily eat the apples.
Okay.
Do you mind if I take those seeds?
Oh, yeah, sure. And he gives them to Gravel.
Nice.
And we begin heading.
Cyanide.
Before we leave, Lindak will circle back around to the woman on his horse and say, just remember that the Katoriactum helped you today. And then he's going to ride off.
Cator rectum?
And yeah, he has no idea if she knows what he said or anything.
It was Quator Eectum, and
That's what
he
I said.
hands her a slip of paper with the name.
And she just nods and smiles at the four of you and just waves.
He knocks waves back. And makes his way.
And Lindak runs Varga out about 100 feet ahead again
Okay.
of the cart.
Sounds good. You probably got like 4 seeds.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you guys start shuffling off out of this little farmland, or what remains of this farmland, and back onto the road to continue your journey to
Yes.
the Druven Lode. That is right, with 307 miles left to go. Oh man. So that's 12 days and 7 hours total.
Travel montage.
Lindak's too far ahead to hear this, but the horse hooves, they match it.
All right. Yeah, 12 days. Whew.
Okay.
I think you guys have traveled 2 days so far total
Yeah,
since you left
something
Komorda.
like
So
that.
Yeah. And guess what, Justin? Nobody in our party can cast teleport, so we're stuck like this for the entire campaign.
oh, that's right. Bars don't get access to teleport unless someone multi-classes. But yes,
That would be a lot of multi-class, wouldn't it? Oh.
you guys start heading off down the road. You can see in the distance the sun beginning to set.
All right, let's make camp before it gets too dark.
All right.
It is just open fields in this area. There is no cover with no tree cover, no. Yeah, we'll see you travel for like another hour, and that's when the sun starts to set. So you're looking at 44 miles total traveled. But yeah, it's just these rolling hills. As far as the eye can
44
see.
miles in 2 days? That's not terrible, especially considering we had to fight our way in tornado. We're not doing bad.
Don't jinx us, Lindak.
Shh, sorry.
He's gonna pull the cart off to the side. He's gonna go about 30 feet from the road
Sure.
and clear, kind of do what they did last time, where they stomped out a clear area and make a little makeshift campsite.
In the middle of the field, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He'll use his
Nothing else
hand axe
around,
too.
right? There's no trees.
There's no trees or firewood around.
big rocks that we could get behind.
There's no big rocks. It's just these
No.
rolling hills. So that the hills could provide cover from people who might be looking for you on the road. But
Well, we could go over a hill away from the road.
I think that's what Enoch did. So
Yeah. He would have. 30 feet I was essentially the distance. So if we could find a hill that's like that, we would do that.
yeah,
Take a hand axe to kind of clear some of the high grass. I imagine these fields would have that.
Okay.
And he's gonna take. He doesn't know what fucking pigs eat.
You saw it eat apples.
Apples.
That's true.
And is the pig still in the cart? It's still fast asleep.
Oh, okay, so still sleeping. Cool. He'll leave it there. He'll take 2 more of the apples, and he'll slice them and make sure he'll give the seeds to Gravel.
All right, so Thorntor hands you the 2 apples.
So I get 8 more seeds out of that, maybe,
Yep.
or how many? Yeah.
4 more seeds. So
He's gonna have the different quadrants, or essentially like the different piece slices. All right.
So Celinda has 3 apples left on her person.
All right. So whoever keeps watch, next time this pig wakes up, could you just throw some of these back there with him? All right. He's gonna.
You got a name for him?
No, you don't name something you're going to eat.
Oh, you're gonna eat him.
Well, yeah.
I thought you were getting a pet.
I have Umbra. Why do I need a pig for a pet?
I don't know. They're kind of nice.
Gravel, do you want to own the pig? Do you want to name the pig?
I don't know. How big's a pig?
It's a potbelly pig. So if have you seen a potbelly pig before?
Well,
Big one or a
I'm just
miniature?
saying. I
Oh.
could have a mount.
Compared to Gravel,
They're medium-sized pigs, or considered medium-sized creatures. So
That means I could use it as a mount.
it's
Yeah, you could.
It's
They get pretty damn big.
it's 36 centimeters tall.
Oh, it's just a miniature?
Oh no, wait, hold on. That's a Vietnamese potbelly pig.
I've seen them huge.
I've
like
seen
really
massive
huge.
potbelly pigs, yeah, but they are considered a medium creature. I just want
Yeah.
trying to get actual dimensions here.
Could definitely be ridden on by a.
Oh,
By a
easily can easily be a mount for a little gnome.
Yeah, I mean, with the way that these mounts have been kind of getting scrapped pretty quickly anyway, we haven't had too much luck with mounts. So when this pig bites it, you can just eat him then.
all right.
Oh, geez, excuse me, everyone.
Could we? We'll have to make some kind of way to, like, a way for you to stay on, like a harness or
I got a
something.
plan.
All right, I guess you could name the pig.
Chaucer.
Chaucer.
Wow.
All right. Chaucer the pig.
I posted it. What the pig looks like in the Discord.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah. that's what it looks like.
oh man. Oh. Oh, the character art. If we would have known what we know now.
Dang.
I think
Oh, we match.
I think it's got some
Umbra
giddy up.
Umbra is a black horse, and we have a black pig now. So essentially, Enoch and Gravel are gonna forever
So
be.
when this pig sleeps, it audibly snores like.
Enoch is gonna essentially take all the gear off of Umbra, and I'll take first watch.
Okay. And
Pick
yeah,
me.
Gravel, you can put a pig in your extras if you have
I
not
just
already.
did.
Okay. Their carrying capacity is not a lot. I don't think.
Doesn't need to be.
Nope. All right. So who's taking first watch?
I'll take
Uh,
second.
Enoch.
Okay. We'll say Gravel takes third.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Talindra, she just has to meditate, so essentially
Yeah.
she could start. Wouldn't she do? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, where's everybody sleeping in this campsite for first watch? Joshua the pig is in the back of the cart, just sleeping soundly.
Actually, Lindak is going to roll up in his bedroll under the cart.
Okay. The pig probably weighs like 150 pounds.
Oh dang.
We don't have any more of the gear,
Or-
so thank goodness.
We'll say 100 pounds. Big old pig.
Okay.
Well, we lost all the dead weight
Yeah.
from the
Yay.
weapons and stuff, so we have plenty of space now. Enoch will be sleeping.
Well, your first watch though.
Oh yeah, that's true. He'll. No, he doesn't want to buckle it. He'll stand and
Alright.
lean up against the cart.
All right. Lindak has his bedroll all laid out underneath the cart. Talindra is just going to trance in the back of the cart with Chaucer the pig. What about Gravel?
Yeah, gravel's under the cart too.
All right. So Enoch, it's not yet nighttime. It's not yet dark, because it didn't take long to set up this campsite. So the sun is still, it's at the point where it's gonna set. The sky kind of has like that purplish orange hue to it that you get. So you can give me a perception check for your first watch if you'd like.
Oh, that's 16.
16.
12 plus 4.
Nothing happens. You sit for like 2 hours and look around. Mosquito lands on your arm and you swat it off. More and more mosquitoes start to come out. And other insects that dwell in fields at night, like crickets. There's lots of crickets chirping. And as you kind of like knock off a bunch of these mosquitoes, something swoops down and grabs one of the mosquitoes and eats it. And you look around and there's a good amount of bats kind of just flying around and picking off the mosquitoes.
Yeah, we don't have a light source,
But other than that,
like a torch or anything. All right.
other than that, nothing interesting happens during your watch.
He'll wake up Lindak and take his own bedroll. He's gonna sleep on the wheel, essentially, like propped up against the wheel.
Okay. So sleeping sitting up.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable. Okay. Lindak, did you take your armor off for your little...
Yep.
Okay.
Can't sleep with it on.
Well, you can. It just sucks.
Well, okay.
You don't get, like... There's some issues with it. Alright, so... Enoch wakes you up, then just passes out against one of the wheels of the cart.
Unrolls himself, stretches, walks around the perimeter of the camp, and actually then he climbs up onto the cart and sits on the seat,
Okay.
keeping his ears open and his eyes open.
So, it's about 9 p.m. at this point, so it is dark. I can't remember if you have dark vision or not.
I do.
Alright, give me a perception check as you patrol and get up on the thingamabob.
Perception. 16.
16. Yeah. You see kind of the same thing Enoch saw. Mosquitoes flying around and bats just picking them out of the air, like just... And then you hear the sound of crickets, but other than that, nothing. And your 2 hours go by uneventfully.
And I wake up Gravel.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, you're up. Nothing. There's nothing. Just watch skeeters and bats.
All right.
rolls back up in his blanket under the cart.
Okay.
Has the pig woken up yet?
Not during my watch.
It has not. It is still fast asleep.
Oh, okay. All right. Gravel's going to kind of do a big loop around the area.
All right. How big of a loop?
About 100 feet away from the camp. Just do a big perimeter.
All right. Helps that
Sweet.
you're small, and that there's no light, and there's no lights anywhere. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, he's got dark vision 120 feet, so he goes about 100 from where everybody is from the cart, so he can still keep an eye on them as he's going around.
All right.
Perception. You
Yes,
said.
perception.
That is a 16.
16. You're looking at in the distance. You can put 100 or so feet away in another field, across the road. You can see a deer. It's just grazing in the field, and then looking around to make sure no one's seeing it. And it goes back down to eating. And then you hear a weird shrieking sound from the sky. And you look over at the deer, and something big swoops down, picks up the deer, and flies off with it. And it looked like a very large bat.
Gravel is going to.
It definitely didn't look big enough to be able to pick up a horse. But it
Definitely.
could
to
pick
pick
you
up
up.
a gnome.
It could pick up you
He's
without
gonna-
issue.
Yeah, he's gonna immediately just like, and then sneak back to the camp.
All right, stealth check.
Oh God. Okay. Would you say it's advantage because hearing and sound? Because of his boots?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Okay. 25.
25. You get back to the cart. Whatever that big bat was, it did not follow. It seems to. You get the idea. It was probably satisfied with what it caught.
Yeah, he's looking out for other big bats.
All right. All right. You get back to the cart and you just look into the skies. And for the next 2 hours, no other big bats appear.
Is it overcast or can you see the stars and stuff?
You can see the stars.
Okay,
You're in the middle of the field.
cool. Does anything look strange?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty much gonna try and use the stars as like, if he sees anything like blink out from the stars,
Yeah.
he'd be like, there's something flying, one of them big buggers is above.
Okay. Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
And yeah, your 2 hours pass without any bat activity, and you're sitting there, just focused on the sky, and you hear, "Oh, it must be my turn now, Gravel."
Yeah. Watch out, there's bats, big uns.
Oh, well, I'll be sure to keep an
Someone-
eye out.
Yeah, someone carry off the deer.
Maybe you should go under the cart.
That is the plan.
And she's like, "Well, good luck."
Yeah, you too.
And she kind of just sits on like the back kind of backboards, or the whatever they're called, the guardrails, I guess, of the cart, and just kind of sits there and just starts looking around for her watch. Drow, which means you have dark vision. Up to 120 feet as well. Underdark creatures. Alright. Perception check with disadvantage. What? Oh, yeah. There's no sunlight, so it's just A 9 with. All right. She just looks around. Doesn't notice anything. Nothing happens, and then morning comes, and you all feel yourselves coming to. You all gain the benefits of a long rest, as do the horses, as does Chaucer, but he does not need it. But at this point, Chaucer just wakes up in the back of the cart and starts snorting like.
Gravel's gonna go take him for a walk.
All right.
I was gonna hand him the apple slices.
Yeah, Gravel will take it, but not feed him yet.
The field's
gonna s-
grass, right? You said,
Yeah, it's rolling green grass.
yeah. Lindak's just gonna walk Varg out and let him eat.
Yeah, and Gravel's gonna take the morning to see if he can't ride the pig. First, he's gonna take it for a walk, make sure it does its morning
It
business.
Takes a big shit
Yeah.
and a surprisingly big piss,
All right.
and it kind of just sits on the ground.
All right. I'm gonna, using the apples, I'm going to, try to train it to be all right with me riding him.
All right, animal handling check with advantage because of the apples.
Yay! All right. That's a 15.
15. It definitely wants an apple first before it does anything.
That's fine. He's going to kind of hold it out, and he has a hold of the leash, and he's gonna put the apple on the ground in front and have the leash, and then he's going to pet him,
Okay.
and
Very bristly.
yeah, and then slide on as he goes to get the apple.
It seems far too consumed with the apple and lets you climb on top.
This is working. And he takes another. He takes slices of the apple so that he can use them a bit more to direct. And he's going to, he's going to throw one to the right, and then he's going to change the reins so that it knows that that is what he says. Like, that's how he tells the pig to go right.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a specific gesture with the tugging in order to coax it right, even though it's already going right. But he's just kind of implanting this training
Okay.
into him.
Give me another animal handling check with advantage.
Okay. Oh, it didn't do. There we go. 17.
Okay. Slowly but surely makes its way towards the right for the apple piece.
Cool. Yeah.
I'll say it'll
Just
take you
gonna-
maybe 2 weeks total to train this pig fully.
Fully.
To be a mount, yeah.
Okay. So by the time we get to our destination.
Roughly, yeah.
Cool. We'll say that what I'm doing then is part of the morning routine.
Okay.
For
Excellent.
every morning.
And then after it doesn't see any more apples, it just sits down on the ground.
All right. That's about enough for the day then. He's not
Okay.
going to try riding it quite yet, but he's working on it.
All right.
And then he's going to return to the camp.
Enoch and Lindeck, what are you guys doing for your morning routine?
Donning his armor, talking to Umbra a little bit, then getting him set up on the cart.
Okay.
Small talk with Talindra.
About what?
About how the watch was, and
Oh, uneventful. Gravel said there was giant bats, but I didn't see any.
I didn't see any either. I saw regular bats.
He said one of the bats picked up a deer and flew away with it.
That is frightening.
It's a good
Oh,
thing
he
we
was
didn't-
worried that. Yeah, he was worried that he was going to get picked up. That makes.
We wouldn't have known.
Nope.
Unless he was screaming very loudly.
I don't think he's the one that would scream very loudly. I think he would just accept his fate. The claws of a bat. Well, I'll be sure to keep watch next time if it seems like that's a. If he's worried about that. It's gonna Umbra. He's gonna.
She pulls out her violin and starts like just checking it, tuning it, making sure it's all in working order.
It's gonna be it for me.
All right, Lindak.
Lindak is just out wandering in the field with Varga. He's taking handfuls of grass and rubbing the horse down and getting the last of that worm gunk off him.
Okay.
And meanwhile, Varga is just eating grass because that's what horses like to do.
Okay.
They're just sticking together, wandering around.
All right. At the end of your morning routine, you all see Gravel coming back with Chaucer, the potbelly pig.
Hey. Shows promise. Shows promise. Probably not using him right away, but that's where we're at.
All right, you're gonna be doing that from now on.
It takes
In the
another big
mornings.
shit by the cart.
All right, and we're gonna go now.
And he's also a fuel source, it looks like.
He's gonna. Can he pick up Chaucer and set him in the back of the cart?
Yeah, Chaucer doesn't seem like he's... It seems like he's just a very relaxed creature, so he just lets you pick him up and put him in the cart. Clearly
Okay.
not able to,
I love
to
it.
do it himself.
All right, yeah, Enoch's gonna just.
I
Place
just
him in the cart.
imagine He's one of those creatures with like the outward facing eyes. It's like, derp.
Well, you can't see his eyes. The potbelly skin folds kind of just like almost cover them completely.
But we all know that that's the direction his eyes are facing.
Most likely.
Then we'll head. Enoch will lead Umbra as Lindak takes the lead.
Okay. All right. So, you all start heading off again. It's probably you all started sleeping at 7 o'clock, so 7 p.m. So it's. I am so stupid. 8 hours, 7 plus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck.
4 o'clock in the morning.
It's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh well, that's why I had like a whole hour of.
Yep.
For
Yep.
the sun to rise.
So all of your morning routine brings it to 5 a.m. So the sun has risen, but not all the way.
Cool.
It's still
Sorry.
dark. You can still see the stars. You can still see the remnants of the moon as it's setting. But yeah, it's like 5 a.m. It's bright and early.
We got places to be,
Okay.
towns to visit. Yeah, he's gonna just march on
All right.
until we essentially need to stop.
All right.
Or he will keep an eye out. So if there's anybody else traveling, Enoch will want to wave them down, coming from the north.
Okay. As you're traveling, you actually see 3 horses in plate armor with 3 men sat atop them also wearing plate armor with a familiar looking. You've all probably seen the insignia before traveling the Empire. The Empire's crest emblazoned in the center of this plate armor. And they're riding down the road. One of them is carrying a banner, again flying the flag of the Dwendalian Empire.
Uh, how far away do we see them before all of this?
As you guys, it's like as soon as you guys get onto the road, they're coming down the road towards you.
Does it look like they're far enough away that Gravel could put on a disguise real quick?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Ninja, pull your hood.
Yep.
He'll be Vin locked out then.
All right. The crest is a red crest with what looks like an owl flying over 2 grains and a stone crown. And that is the Dwendalian Empire crest. And eventually, the soldiers raise their hands, motioning for you to halt your horse and your cart.
Whoa, 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 whoa. He slows Umbra.
And
Yeah.
the one in the lead hops off his horse and approaches the cart. Looks like looking around it, looking at it, examining like what's inside of it. Sees a fat pig in the back. And Tilindra kind of sitting in the back, her hood pulled up. He's inspecting her, but he can't see that well in the dark because it is still pretty dark out. And he looks at all of you and says, "Oh, where are you headed?"
We are headed to... I forgot the name of the place
Druvenlode.
momentarily. Druvenlode. We're heading to Druvenlode.
What's your business there?
Well, we're just traveling. We're just a band of travelers, and we like doing jobs on the side every now and then. But yeah, we go into Druvenlode because that was just the next closest town from Stock.
All right.
Do you know what's going on? There was we came across a tornado.
We're actually in the
Yesterday-
area investigating. Reports
Lot of-
of a tornado and a comet falling from the sky that hit the city. Well, just outside the city. So we're investigating the flight path of this comet as well as the tornado.
Which city?
Rexentrum, the capital.
Oh. Yeah, there were a lot of strange worms falling from the sky as well.
Do you happen to have any of these worms?
No, we watched it was real gross. We were washing ourselves. We washed ourselves off and everything.
That makes sense. We just got a letter from Diastock regarding worms as well, so we believe the cases are linked.
How far south are you traveling?
Well, we're actually traveling to Diastock.
Oh. You think it hit there? The tornado?
Possibly. We left Diastock as soon as we heard about some fishy shenanigans going on in the city. And while we were traveling, the comet hit and everything else happened.
Yeah, we were in Geostock. They had strange stuff going on there, and we decided to leave. It was getting a bit too dicey.
Did you speak to anyone there about these issues?
Well, I mean, when a big chunk of the town starts, turns into zombies and starts eating people, it's kind of time to leave.
Makes sense.
Oh, we spoke to an Annalise, though. She was a cleric.
Oh, you
assumed-
spoke to Annalise. She's the one who sent us the letter.
Right. We spoke with her about all this, and yeah, we uncovered some worms, and she decided to take it over and assumed control of the, captain of the guard and all that. And we figured our time was finished because it was out of our hands, so we're traveling to Druvenlode.
So if I asked Annalise who you all were, she could verify that you all were helping out.
Yeah.
You would be owed a debt. Well, not a debt, but you'd be at least owed some compensation from the Empire.
Oh, okay. Well, she would know me as Enoch.
All right.
Vinlock, Feldspar.
All right. Talindra. Tal.
That's. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Lindak. Redorum.
He's gonna look to Lindak and give him like a.
What about your name, sir?
Captain Montag. Montag. Not Montang. Montag. So spelled like Romeo's last name. M-O-N.
Montague?
Okay.
Montague.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's got like a. You can see now that the kind of like the sun's rising. He's got a very well taken care of gold beard, gold like curled mustache, very green eyes, very rough but handsome complexion. Yeah, he's wearing just full plate.
Well, wish you luck. Is there anything we need to watch out for on the road?
Bandits for sure. We had a report. When was it? A couple weeks ago. We had a patrol of our own coming back from Jorhas with something prized in their possession that the king wanted, and we went to the rendezvous site, and I guess they were found slaughtered.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
Just outside of Diastock, actually, in the forests there.
Well, on our travels, we did happen to take out, like, some bandits and a big hill giant that seemed to lead them.
The wounds didn't look like they were caused from bandit weaponry. The wounds looked like they were caused by someone trained very well in the arts of sword play. And Lindak, you get a feeling, kind of a knot in your chest, because those are the guards that you and dealt with. That exact area. Well, if you guys have any leads about people killing Empire soldiers, we'd love to hear it. But safe travels. Just watch out for the giant bats. I guess they were quite active last night.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're telling the truth, Vinlock.
of course I was.
Tal didn't believe you.
All right, well, safe travels.
Oh, Empire soldiers, be careful. Avoid drinking potions sold by random potion vendor sellers.
That was put. That's. Good day to you all. And he heads back to his horse.
Good day.
And the three Empire soldiers kind of just start trotting past, taking one last look at you all before they pass.
Enoch waves.
Okay, they don't wave back.
That's rude. He whispers in giant. And he begins to move forward.
Okay. And you all keep moving forward.
Do I notice anything like else that was maybe fishy about them? Like when we were having our conversation, did I notice like any odd expressions that they made while talking to us, or any like kind of
Nope.
all right. So they seemed sincere.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, it's not great that someone's killing Empire soldiers during the peace talks.
Yeah, that's. We'll have to watch out for that.
It looks like there are two sources of threats: the swordsmen and the worm people. Luckily, we're
Yeah,
moving away from Diastock, though, so
Yeah, this worm that walks type of thing.
Maybe we
Maybe
should
that's
check
what
out
it
the
was.
capital at some point and see if there's information on the worm that walks.
Yeah, I mean, that's where we're heading. Kinda.
Well, yeah. Looking at the map, Druvenlode is, just south of Rexentrum.
we'll get settled in Druvenlode and then head up to Rex and Drum. We can take a pause on where I need to go to figure this
But
out.
to get to Druvenlode, you have to pass through a place known as the Amber Crossroads.
Oh, to get to Rexentrum?
To Druvenlode. You have to go up to the Amber Crossroads and then take one of the crossroads to get to Druvenlode.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. And then that's how you get to Rexentrum, is on the Amber Crossroads. So essentially, the Amber Crossroads are technically your first destination. And
Right.
they are about, as of right now, 291 miles away.
Do we know anything about the Amber Crossroads? Like why they're called the Amber Crossroads?
History checks from everybody.
7.
I'll say Enoch, you can have advantage because of Bernard possibly telling you things.
Okay. There we
Because
go.
none of you are from Wildemount. None of you are from the Empire.
That's 15.
15.
And
Lindak, what'd you get?
10.
10? Okay. Talindra got a natural 20. Okay.
There we go.
But Enoch and Talindra would know that, as I pull this up to give you guys better information. The Amber Crossroads is a small makeshift marketplace. You would know that the two of you would know that there are stories that mercenaries flock here to find work among traveling caravans, and merchants exchange goods in the absence of imperial oversight before heading into the nearby cities to set up shop. Wandering performers bring color and life to the crossroads, while charlatans of all walks of life take advantage of the fact that the market has no Crown's Guard presence. And there's a semi-annual bazaar known as the Carnival of Coin that happens there. But you don't know anything about the Carnival of Coin, but that is just a semi-annual event that happens at this crossroads called the Carnival of Coin. So, yeah, it's a crossroads where merchants set up shop, mercenaries look for work, and also has criminal activity because there was no Crown's Guard presence there.
Well, that sounds like a fun place.
Yeah, it's a crossroads where those market stalls have been set up. Think like a big outdoor market.
Are we going to? So we want to definitely visit there. I mean, we're going to pass through it, but do we want to stay within that
Yeah.
area?
I'd like
I'm
to.
all for it, but I will. If someone steals from me, I will use my Morning Star.
Just keep your valuables spread out. Don't have all your gold in one spot.
No, they can try.
All right.
Gravel will try to sleight of hand his gold off of him.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check against Enoch's passive perception and maybe everybody's passive perception.
I'm not trying to hide it from anybody else.
Okay,
I'm trying to
sleight of hand check against
just-
Enoch's passive perception.
19.
Yeah, he takes it.
Yeah, you take his
Have a
coin.
14.
You take his coin purse.
Enoch, how much gold do you have?
I don't know.
It's not.
Oh, he looks down the road. I think I dropped it.
No, it's right here.
Oh, thank you. You found it.
No,
And he takes
no,
it.
no. Hold on.
What?
You gotta watch out for if we do get to the Amber Crossroads.
I'll tie it tighter.
People like you want to spread it out. Like maybe put some in your boots. Maybe put a little bit in, some of your pockets. That way, if somebody takes something,
Can you
they
just
don't
hold
get
on
all
to
of
it?
your golden ones.
You just hold on to it.
No.
No, yes.
Dang it, that's too much responsibility.
You already have it.
All right. Damn it.
He's gonna keep walking.
Okay. Yeah, you keep traveling up the road. The sun is fully risen at this point. I'll say you guys have been traveling for another, say, 3 hours at this point.
Sorry. So for bookkeeping, you just keep your gold on your sheet, and then travel will just be kind of your banker.
Yeah.
Allow me to introduce my banker. Hello.
Locksmith and banker.
Yeah.
New title.
So just after dealing with the Crown's Guard, nothing interesting happens aside from Gravel stealing Enoch's coin purse. You traveled on the road. The sun begins to rise. It's like 8 a.m. now at this point.
Forgot that we started so early.
You guys have traveled about 9 miles since you woke up. Still nowhere near
Anything.
I would say we take about an hour break to get the horses to relax and to let Chaucer do his duties.
Duties.
And then, so I guess tack on another hour because I think we'll stop in like a break, like a short rest essentially.
Okay.
So we're resting our legs.
Sure.
Window gets down off of Varga and just walks him in the grass for eating again.
Okay.
But the Edens.
For eating, yeah.
Sure. Tilender just stays in the cart dealing with her violin.
So guys, I forget, and I probably wouldn't have forgotten, but it's been actually a few weeks for us, but only a couple days for our characters. Why are we going to Druvenload again? I forgot.
We wanted to set up a base.
Right.
Our goal was to set up a town because Diastock was essentially supposed to be it, and then Diastock got
And
Yeah.
Gamorra
So
was not that great of a place to set up because they don't really trust outsiders.
I don't know why didn't we go to Zadash though. There was a reason why we didn't go to Zadash. I think that was another
Because you
reason why I
wanted
think
you wanted to go to Enoch's home and to do more
Oh
travel
right,
if
that's
you went
right.
to
So we
Zadash.
wanted a place where in the
went
north where we
north,
could
yeah.
travel. It's a more centralized location, but not really.
And also Vox told you that after aiding him that he would make sure that your time in Druvenload was not fucked with by people.
Yeah.
And we could talk to someone in Rexingtrim too about
Fox.
So we'll
Fox
stop
as
in.
well.
We'll stop in Druvenload.
Yeah, so I suppose we're gonna stop in Druvenload and then see what's going on there. But it looks like Rexingtrim might be the place to go. More and more I hear about it, the more and more it seems like that's just a hub with a lot of tendrils going outwards from it. Get a lot of access to information and any assets.
Tilendra's looking over the map as well, and she says, well, judging on our travel and whatnot, it looks like the Amber Crossroads will take us about 11 days to get to, and Druvenload is 12 days. So after we leave the Amber Crossroads, it looks like it might be a day's worth of travel to get to. Druvenload from the Amber Crossroads.
All right. All right. So we want to try out Druvenlode and then potentially go to we'll go to Rexentrum eventually, but do we want to settle there for the time?
No, we don't have to decide anything right now.
See
I
how
was
it
just-
is.
Yeah, we still,
Alright.
we
Yeah,
still have
just-
12 days.
Yeah, who knows what'll happen in 12 days?
We could be dead in 12 days.
Their comet could come.
Another one.
Another one.
And as you're
Continue
all
making our way. Yeah.
making your way back down the road, that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
We got a pig.
We got a pig.
We got a pig. Guys, we got a pig.
A pig. Chaucer.
Chaucer.
Who was going to be food, and then
Sorry.
someone wanted a
I
mount.
just had to. I just had to. It seemed so perfect.
So yeah, since leading Comorta, you guys have traveled 53 miles.
Doesn't seem like anything at all.
Oh, right. So Gravel would have also added 3 gold to Enoch's pouch,
Okay.
just so you know,
What?
for the pig.
I didn't pay for the pig. Lindak
No,
did.
Lindak paid 10 gold for the pig.
But sure,
Oh.
no, go ahead and throw
Oh.
gold in there.
No.
No, it was Lindak paid the 10 gold. Enoch was
Oh.
going to pay it, but he didn't
Gotcha.
because Lindak took over.
I just wanted to give her some money.
Yeah.
The pig was a bonus.
Indeed.
But yeah, that's where we're going to end the session for the week, everybody.
Alrighty.
We'll be back. Man, based on how short these sessions are, it's going to be like months before you guys get to Druvenlode. But
Or we could do montage and go
but
on,
travel
right?
time, I'm having so much fun doing travel time stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, this is fun.
But because I've never done it before in this sort of in depth.
Oh.
So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next week with episode 13. 13. We've been doing this for like 13 weeks almost, so that's crazy. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Maybe they will find out more about that comet. So,
Maybe.
good night, everybody. We'll see you here in about half an hour for Beneath the Tide, episode 71. So, a lot of stuff happening in Beneath the Tide. It's getting real spicy up in there. And then tomorrow we're finally back with Shadows over Ravenloft at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Almost a TPK last session, so we're picking up from a near TPK with the Sun Sword having been rebuilt into what it was before it was ordered destroyed. Anyways, good night, everybody. Bye-bye. And please tune in to our Call of Cthulhu game this Sunday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time because it's a lot of fun. Okay, bye.
Bye.